Hello guys, I'm back again once with a video on HTML and JavaScript. So guys, this is Kshitij Singh once again live in front of you presenting a video on HTML5, JavaScript, CSS. So this is just an entry level video to explain what you need in front end. Alright, like you go in a store, right? If you want to buy any product, then first of all, what you will look forward on the graphics. The more the graphic, the more attractive a product is. First of all, you will go forward to that, right? You will pick up, and then you will go for the further detail. In the same way, the software industry works. All right, the websites which are more attractive, that gets more requests, more number of visitors. So at the front end, what are the technologies that are responsible for all this? I'm going to tell you today. So let's take over there. So today we are going to do a little bit more about HTML, right? And HTML and JavaScript. All right. So one can understand very easily. Everyone knows what is HTML, what is JavaScript, but let's start at the beginning. All right. So in the market in today's world, we have HTML5. Okay. So what are the technologies that are needed to build up a website? So let me tell you first of all, HTML5, now CSS, and then we have Bootstrap. Okay, let me tell you one thing over here. This Bootstrap that we are talking about is just the advanced library of CSS. So don't get confused that Bootstrap is some very big technology or something like that. If you have command over CSS, then you can learn Bootstrap very easily. That's just the advanced version. Like HTML5 is the advanced version of HTML. All right, so you don't get problem. Okay, if I knew HTML, then I can learn HTML5 and all that. So in the same way, you can learn Bootstrap. So don't get confused with it. Then comes the JavaScript. In today's world, this is most popular. Why? All right, why JavaScript is so much popular, right? Because most of the things in today's world are being set up by JavaScript, right? In the front end, we need JavaScript, then jQuery, then we also need AngularJS. This is in today's it's very famous. So these are the technologies by which we can take the help and develop the front end. All right. There is one more called Node.js, but we don't have to get them in particular detail. We are considered about the first these three things. All right, 3 points. All right, let's carry on our point. Now we will discuss what do we need in a web application development. So let's go once again and see what we need in a web application development. So if I say to design a web application, more over a website, we can say that. All right, website, like we can take anything like www.amazon, the most famous, right? Amazon.com, or any other website, like so I have told you all these things. We need HTML, CSS, server side. Now let's get into the technology. What we say, first comes HTML and CSS, then comes client side script. All right, then we come across server side script. Now you will be confused what is client side script also. Don't get confused. I will tell you in the upcoming videos, or maybe a little bit about in this video also. What is CMS? Content management system, right? So don't get confused over there. CMS is just a content management system, and then we need a database. All right, database. We can say this as optional for the development of the UI and UX. All right, then we need some UI designing tools, right? We need some these UI designing tools. So these are the basic technologies that we need. All right, now let's go and understand. All right, why more and more. How? I mean how the website works, right? Okay, let's understand the beautiful diagram that I have in my mind by which you can understand very easily. Okay, let's say this is your system, all right, and this is something that I'm going to tell you. Just hold on. No, all right, and let's design this. Okay, this is and this. All right. Okay. Now let's go one by one. This is your system. What does your system contain? Your system contains a browser. All right. Let's take it back. All right. The system contains a browser. Let's take any browser like Chrome. Yeah, Google gave that Chrome. All right. All right. And what is this? Can you anyone guess? No. All right. Let me tell you. This is a server, right? So don't get confused. What a server came in between. Nothing. And this everyone knows what is this. All right. This is a database. All right. So we can say what is this? This is a database. Now, if you come across over here, what does a browser understand? What type of language does a browser understand? Yes, browser understands an HTML language, right? And we can say that we are what? We are the clients. I'm telling you why we are the client. All right. And all right. So what happens? Basically, if you go into the detail, so what happens? This client, all right, when you sit on the system, if you want to open www.amazon.com, so what you will do? First, you will type. So as soon as you type and press enter in the URL, right, you send a request from your side to the server side. All right, yeah, you send a request from your side to the server side, and then all right, and then this server is placed where? This server can be placed anywhere. It's just you remember this is placed on the internet, right? It's always online. Yeah, the server is nothing, just another system that is placed, and it can handle many requests. Just remember that, right? You can't place a normal website on your system and it can be, it's a bigger system than your system, higher configuration system, which is actually a physical thing and also software thing, right? So you just think about what does it contain. Okay, let me tell you. A server contains maybe a server called JSP. It can run JSP or sites what we call PHP. All right, PHP server controls. Now the ASP server control ASP. All right. Now we're thinking what is GSP, what is PHP, what is ASP. They're nothing there. They are all related with the server side language. All right. On the server side, we have language called GSP, PHP, ASP. All right. All right. If you have a database now, if I say if you have a database, then this server in between acts like a firewall, a check between your request. So, all right. So as soon as you gave your request over here, request gone to server verifies your request, and if the database is needed, then it will send your request to the database. All right. Very well. It will send your request to the database. Then database will confirm and will give you the request back to the server, and the server will generate. Then again, it will give a response to your client system. All right. If I'm not wrong, yeah, it will give a response to you, and this is called response. Okay. Now, when this response comes to you, now you will be thinking, yeah, what happens on the server? Server is something JSP, PHP, ASP, and if the response comes on my side, then how come it's HTML, right? Now, the server converts whatever the information that you get from database into an HTML format, right? That's why we need HTML, right? Like in a normal way, like if I'm talking about English, right? Now, a guy comes from anywhere in the world. The basic language on which everyone can transform is what? English. So, in the same way, for the server side, or you can for the website, whatever things, whatever language you may prefer to build up your application, but on the client side, on the user side, You need an HTML type language to response to show something on your system. All right. Yeah. So the server side gets you back with a response, and that response is nothing, just uh, okay. Let me draw it more clearly. Otherwise, you will be confused. All right. Right now, you would think a database. If you this database, I have told you already, this is optional. All right, this is optional. Why? Because you don't need a database for every application, right? So let's write it down. It's optional. All right. So this is the basic feature which you may have understood today. Like this, I will tell you more and more things on this. But remember, Hype HTML or hypertext markup language. All right. I will continue in the more and more videos. So don't be all right. Okay. So this is signing off, Shita Singh from your side, and hope you got it. If you really like this, then I will post more and more and more detailed content. I just need your likes and a few subscribers, right? Yeah, because I don't charge anything for the video, but if you support me, then I will support you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. This is me signing off.